Okay.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Call our special call meeting of the Ways and Means Committee to order. Our chairman is not in today. He's not, he is hopefully watching this live. He had the virus and is recuperating. So roll call, please.
Chairman Brickett. Mayor Labriola.
Here.
Ms. Conley.
Here.
Mr. Moffitt.
Here.
Ms. Tillerson.
Here.
And Mr. Rodick and back.
Okay, we have two items to talk about, new business. Let me just put item 1 under tab 1 into context. This is the comprehensive plan update. It is before us today, not for purposes of reviewing the proposal in its entirety, but specifically, we had approved in the budget $100,000. And the request from the Kimley Horn LS3P team is for $142,000. So really the request for us is the additional budgetary request or additional budgetary approval of $42,000. John, or is there anything to add to that?
Nothing to add.
Nothing really to add. If you had questions, I'll just kind of walk through how the reviews committee came to the Kimley Horn and LS3P as the firm that will help us out with this particular great project. We did receive 4 proposals back from.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, do you want him to do that here or during council meeting?
Well, I think you should tell us a little bit
Okay.
about the RFP, just to make sure that we understand
Okay.
why it's costing $42,000 more than what was budgeted.
Okay. So we did put this out for request just because of staffing resources to help us out with our comp plan. We did receive good interest in our preliminary pre-submittal information. We had about 14 teams sit with us, and 4 of those teams submitted officially. 2 of them multiple of them have partnered together, but the one that's going before recommendations are 2 firms that have partnered together. We felt that those 2 firms together had the expertise as well as the institutional knowledge of Kiowa that will be really great to not have to kind of, I don't say reteach or introduce the Kiowa community as we move forward pretty quickly with this update. The additional piece regarding the actual funding request, what's captured in the proposal that's being submitted for recommendation of approval is the opportunity to digitize our footprint of the comp plan. So right now, our comp plan is a really cold document. When I say cold, it's just a PDF. And so what we want to be able to do is capture that essence of what the comprehensive plan means, but memorialize that digitally on our website, where residents, property owners can actively click and see what exactly has gone on. For example, right now we're well underway in our marsh management plan. Back in 2019, 2020, when we did the amendments to the comprehensive plan, what this firm allows us to do is have that website presented online. So if a resident wants to get updates from the comprehensive plan, they can actually go to that and see that recommendation that was made years before, and now create a direct link to see all the happenings now of our marsh management plan, which is really good to digitize that footprint to get more community engagement. So that's
And
really.
John, of the 14 submittals, how did they range in price?
So we had 4 submit. So the lowest was 115. The lowest was 115. The next was about 129, and then we had another at 132. And then this ranged actually from Kimley Horn from 132 to 142. And so the last one is sort of a range that submit.
Okay,
Yeah,
so all relative ballpark.
relatively fairly close.
All right,
Are there any other questions? Or?
John or Miriam?
John may be able to use the information they've done on the traffic study and the research.
So that was another component of why we, in transparency, there were 2 firms that really rose to the top in reviewing this. Kimley Horn and LS3P and Weston and Sampson the amount of study and research projects and things that we've already completed, we did a housing study in 2019, marsh management plan, there's a lot of resiliency planning that's been done. We felt that they've been able to bucket those together to be able to study those, and so, yeah.
Great,
Okay.
thank you.
Could I have a motion?
I so move.
Any other discussion or questions? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And then the second request is, Brian?
Good afternoon. It's time to look at the cleaning contract for Town Hall again. We've entered into a contract with Jan Pro Cleaning Services to do our custodial work around the municipal center and to include the garage. As we all know, especially in this time, it's really important to maintain a clean work area. We entered a contract with them in July of 2020, and right now that contract is ready to be extended for another year, and Jan Pro has expressed interest in keeping that contract again for another year. So town staff is requesting that the Ways and Means Committee recommend to Town Council approving this last extension for Jan Pro janitorial services at the municipal center.
Is this something that we have gotten RFPs for? Different,
Yes, we put this out for bid back in 2020 because our last contractor, that their contract had expired, and we selected Jan Pro to be our new contractor. So we entered into, it was 1 year with the option for 2 one-year extensions. We awarded the extension last year, and this is their last 1-year extension.
oh, okay, all right.
And is this the same monthly fee that we're currently paying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I move that we accept the request here for the extension of Jan Pro.
I would second.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. Motion to approve, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We're adjourned. Okay, thank you all. Time out?